Welcome back to the All Day Sports Podcast. I'm Dallas.
I'm Tim.
I'm Carter.
I'm Nate.
And today we're going to be doing a bit more of an NBA episode.
Strictly NBA.
Yeah, covering some NBA topics. NBA season's right around the corner. And we're going to start with our top 20 players coming into the season. Then we're going to do our top 10 power rankings for the teams. And then we're just going to go give our top 5 rookies for the year and who we think will...
Our top 20 players will be what we think going into this next upcoming year, not based off of last year. A little bit of both, but...
Yeah. Okay, well, starting off... I'll start. Okay, at number 20, I got Cat.
That's fine. I'll agree with that.
I don't think that's a bad ranking.
No.
I had a few guys in there that I just
bad.
wasn't sure. Like,
There's a lot of guys at that tier.
Yeah.
Like
15 through
Cat
25.
didn't make my list, but like you know what I mean.
fine.
It's not that far off.
Yeah,
If we had the top 25, he would have been in there.
you're not tripping if he doesn't make it. Like,
No.
I had like Harden in there. And
I can't put Harden in there after
Harden and Demar Derozan are kind of in that tier.
I had Harden in mine, and then I took him out.
Yeah, so it's just kind of you could put like 5 different guys right there.
Oh, yeah.
I have Anthony Davis at 20. His injuries just concern me way too much.
Yeah,
Like,
you
He's
just
definitely a guy that could rise all the way to, like...
he could be in the top 10.
you just don't know who you.
Well,
what you're
2020
getting into.
AD was the 5th best player in the NBA.
He's probably higher than that. That's just...
He was up there,
Him
dude.
and
He
LeBron were
was,
top 3. Then.
yeah, it was LeBron at 1, Giannis, and then AD.
Yeah, that was basically
Yeah.
it.
Just the injuries that just concern me.
What about Bubble Murray?
Right. Who got 20 here? I forgot. I got Jaylen Brown at 20. I think he's going to be a top 20 player this year. I think he's going to have a good year.
I was going to put Jaylen Brown at 20, and then I was like, oh, I think you're right, Anthony Davis.
So that's all I got to say. Celtics are still going to be good. I'm not worried about them. They still have a
I
great
think they're
roster.
going to be better with Brogdon.
Yeah, but
I just don't know about the coaching situation
It's just-
with M.A. Udoka or however you say
But
his
them being
name.
that stacked is like they just have such a great roster.
But there is such a thing as being too stacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not being able to figure it out.
But I just think Jaylen Brown is that guy.
I think Jaylen Brown could be the best player on that team.
He
I don't,
could be.
you know what I mean? I think he has that tier above Jason Tatum level, but Jason Tatum's already there. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah, we just don't know what we're gonna see. Like, we've seen really talented teams fall flat because
Yeah.
of
Like
coaching.
The Suns. Well, not because of coaching, but like
Yeah,
good
but
teams.
like
fall
we've
flat.
seen, like the Nets 2 years ago, they obviously should have went farther, maybe because of injuries, but just teams like that, they just fall flat because something went wrong. And-
Or the Clippers.
Yeah.
Clippers the past,
Yeah.
yeah.
or when they blew the 3-1 lead in the bubble
That's bad.
to Denver. That's coaching.
Yeah, they should never lost that Nuggets team. That Nuggets team wasn't that good.
Yeah, I feel like
It's a bad one.
I feel like the Celtics this year, it's not their conference to lose, but they're put so high up because they made it to the finals that you almost have to assume regression is going to hit with everything that's happening.
I think last year, I'm not going to say it was a fluke, but I think it was
it was an overperformance. Kind of.
yeah.
I just want to say about the Heat series. Like, I think Tyler Hero getting hurt was a big deal for that. Like
Oh.
their half court offense. No one talked about it. I was surprised. People were like, honestly, people were
Hero
like,
is their second best, if not their best scorer.
Yes.
He's their most consistent
especially
scorer.
in the half court.
Yeah.
In the half court, that's
Jimmy
where the
Butler
Celtics
struggles.
did their defense.
Jimmy Butler struggles to score in a half court set. That's why he's so good in transition.
And I was saying, like, people never talked about people like their half court offense is struggling, but I'm like, no one talked
Well,
about
yeah,
Hero
they're
getting injured.
missing their best scorer
Yes.
in the
Now-
half court
And
set.
I think if he was healthy, they could have easily won that series. I think.
Yeah, definitely would have been. So at number 20, I have Zion Williamson. You know, I really like Zion, but I need to see more of him. I think the Pelicans are a sleeper team
They
to
are,
be
yeah.
maybe be like a six seed, 5 seed.
Yeah.
But I think Zion Williamson could be better than John Morant, but we just
Yes.
haven't seen enough.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Because he was better in year 2 by far.
oh yeah, it wasn't even close. He's just been healthy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Zion was out for
He's put up the numbers, so you almost have to put him higher at this point. So, at number 19, I couldn't decide between these two. I have Donovan Mitchell and Kyrie Irving. I feel like they're not the same player, but they're in such a similar tier at this point. Obviously, Kyrie's at the higher peak, but I think he's come down a little bit. But I think they'll both be really good this year. I think whoever's team has the most success, I would put higher, just because.
Yeah, I think go either way, but Kyrie is so skilled in the mid-range, though. I think that's why I take him over Donovan Mitchell because...
I know this is going to sound funny, but, Kyrie doesn't even look like he's trying sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
feel like if Kyrie tried a lot harder, he would...
Yeah, I agree.
We've all seen Donovan Mitchell play defense. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. At 19, I have Ant. He's just one of those guys I just love to watch. There's a few players. For me, there's a few players in the league that I can watch any game they play, and he's one of those guys. Him, Ja, Giannis, Steph. There's a few guys Kevin Durant. He's one of those guys for me.
This year, he's going to be must-see TV for a lot of people.
I just don't think he's at that top 20 level yet. I just don't.
That's understandable. We're almost projecting a jump that he's going to take more than what he's done at this point.
His jump from his rookie season to the second year was big. So I'm expecting I don't think he's going to have as big of a jump, but I'm expecting another jump.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that. So at 18, I got Donovan Mitchell as well. I think he's having a great year. He's Donovan Mitchell, and he's actually better in the playoffs. 18, I said 18.
What do you have at 19?
I already said my 19. I didn't?
What'd you say?
Who was it?
Wait, Donovan Mitchell's 19, John Morant's 18. I put John Morant 18. I think he's a little overrated at this point.
I think he's the most overrated player in the league.
He's just the best player.
I think he is. People are saying he's a top 5 point guard, and he's not. You got Curry, Luka Doncic, Trey Young,
Dame, and Kyrie. They're all better.
And Kyrie, yep. I think Kyrie's better.
Kyrie is better.
I got. Well, it's funny. I don't have it ranked like that, but I think him and Kyrie are really close. So at 19, I have Kyrie Irving, but at 18, I have James Harden. I think we need to see a full healthy season from James Harden. He hasn't looked the same since he was in Houston.
A full healthy in shape season of James Harden.
I mean, he looks good, but we always see that. We always see he said he feels like he lost 100 pounds, but we'll see how it. That hamstring injury really messed him up.
He's playing on one leg in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 2020?
Yep.
Okay,
or 2021.
2021, yeah. But he was playing on one leg, and
they still almost beat the eventual champion Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm. I think the difference between Kyrie and Ja at this point is Kyrie has more to prove than Ja. I think Kyrie is more skilled than Ja.
By far.
But he just has to prove himself.
I think it's the other way around. I don't think Kyrie has to prove himself. I think it's Ja Morant has to prove himself. So Ja Morant, once again, tries harder. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kyrie knows he's a great player. And Kyrie knows he can be the second guy on a championship team. Kyrie's proven. Ja Morant's not.
A lot of people don't know that, though. A lot of people don't think he can be the second.
I think Ja's proven.
I don't. A lot of what has he proven?
That he's an MVP contender.
No.
He was last year.
No.
Yeah, because the Grizzlies went 21-2 without him.
Yeah. You're not an MVP contender if you miss that many games.
And your team does that good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people they don't think Kyrie can be the number 2 option on a championship team, and if he can prove that, which I think he can.
Yeah,
I think
he already won a championship though.
I mean, he already has proven it though.
Yeah, in the past.
I think Kyrie is just not a great facilitator though. When Ja's a better passer than Kyrie, but what Kyrie can do scoring the ball.
But Kyrie's so much more of a consistent scorer, and at the free throw, he's a 90% free throw shooter.
He's a 50-40-90 club guy. But
exactly.
I think it's close.
He's got that experience in the playoffs.
I'll take Kyrie.
I think it's super close. It's like 5A, 5B.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'll take Kyrie though.
So,
the championship, take Kyrie.
So we have 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Nate, you say 19.
I said my 19, my 18, and I did Harden and Kyrie.
Oh yeah. So at 18, I got Zion for same reasons. He's got so much upside. We just got to see him.
He's just got so much to prove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he's healthy, he's so good.
Yeah. When you're talking about proving yourself, all Zion has to prove is that he can stay on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
he's going to average 25 points
and 12 rebounds.
if he's on the floor.
Sophomore
year. Yeah, exactly. After playing
60% field goal percentage.
Yeah. After playing 30 games in his rookie season, he's
just dominating.
He's NBA ready.
The Pelicans are going to be really good.
Yeah, I think their team success. It doesn't solely lean on him.
He's a big part of it.
But yeah,
him and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, it just depends how good they play.
Another thing is he's such an efficient scorer. Shot what 70%.
Insane.
Yeah, I think it was about 68%, which is just insane.
Yeah, and he doesn't even need it, but if he can get some kind of perimeter shot where he shoots like,
I just think if he becomes an 80%, 85% free throw shooter, oh my lord.
yeah, if he can shoot like a 32% 3-point shot, that's gonna be lethal.
It's like a Shaq situation.
Yeah,
So dominant.
yeah, baby Shaq.
Who you got?
All right. Number 16, I think Darius Garland's is better than Ja Morant. I think he's going to be better than Ja Morant by the end of this season. I think he's just a better pure point guard. I think he's going to lead the Cavs.
It's a hot take, but I don't.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm rocking.
I don't disagree.
Did you do 17?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my 17 and my
That's my
16.
16th one.
Yeah, who's your 17?
Well, I already did Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant, and Zion. So.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do my 17 and my 16. At 17 I got Demar Derozan. I think people really underrate him because he's He's a veteran scorer. The Bulls didn't do great last year because of injuries, but
They couldn't guard Jack.
well, yeah.
Yeah, they struggled bad as soon as Caruso and Lonzo went out.
This is the best Demar Derozan has looked in his whole career, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's polished.
Definitely.
He's one of the best mid-range
In
scorers
Toronto, he was
in
a better
the league.
He was a better athlete, but now he's just way better.
He's a better. You know what I mean? He's smarter. He makes the right passes. He's not
defense is
great
still
on.
awful.
I was gonna say.
Definitely the best since at least 18 or 19.
He had like 2 really good years in Toronto. Like, he was like a top 3 shooting guard, but
Yep. And then at 16, I have Ja Morant.
Yeah, I think that's.
I need to see more from him. You know what I mean? He needs to stay on the floor a little bit longer. I just think he's the most overrated player in the league. That doesn't mean that he's not
bad.
good.
Yeah, he's very
I was
good.
saying,
But
he's great.
I'm not concerned about his injury this last year. I'm concerned if he's going to get injured in the future. That's my only
I think
worry with him.
the reason why he gets so highly touted is just because of the Derrick Rose comparison.
yeah.
'Cause everybody compares him to Derrick Rose, and it's a fair comparison.
But Derrick Rose was better.
Yes.
By far.
Yes.
Ja Morant hasn't gotten to that level that Derrick was.
No,
It's
you know what I mean?
comparable. Like,
It's comparable,
Yeah.
but he hasn't gotten to that level that Derrick Rose was. Derrick Rose was, 27, 7, and 5
He's the best point guard in the league.
by far,
Yeah.
and he led his team to 60 wins.
Yeah.
But the thing,
I'd have to look at the stats.
the difference is that that Derrick Rose's teams wouldn't have won 18-2 without him.
Yeah,
they would
right.
have been 2-18.
Yeah,
you know what I
you're
mean?
right.
Yeah.
Probably not that bad, but you get what I'm saying.
I agree with that. He was more crucial to his
team than Ja was.
Ja. Not discrediting Ja or anything. Like, he's a great athlete, great player. Just
I think the Grizzlies are going to disappoint some people this year.
There's too many good teams in the West.
It's more on coaching, though.
You guys have a good coach.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of that winning without Jaws on our coach. It's not just the team.
yeah, and just the role players stepping up because you guys have a deep team. You have maybe a top 3 bench in the league.
Oh yeah, you got Bane's an underrated guy.
Yeah, Bane's
He's the best backup
great.
point guard in the league.
I'm just worried about the defense without Jaren for the first third of the year.
Your defense is going to tank.
Yeah, your defense is
That's
kind of
the
going to
problem.
suck.
I wouldn't overreact because if they struggle this year, I don't think it's over for them.
That's not.
I think.
Well, no, they're young.
They're very
Yeah,
young.
exactly. So
But I just don't see them being a championship team in the next 2-3 years.
yeah,
No.
it's also hard to be a championship team.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So at number 17, I got Anthony Edwards. He's just so fun to watch. He took a huge jump, especially defensively, from his rookie year to sophomore year, and then just putting on a show in the playoffs. It really helped his image per se. But
Because remember in the regular season, he just had a 5-point game. I was like,
yeah,
I think he needs to work on his shot selection. He
Yes.
takes some bad
he'll make
shots.
some
No.
really tough step backs, and then he'll.
And some of those he shouldn't be shooting in the first place.
No.
You know what I mean?
Andrew Wiggins-esque
Uh-huh.
Okay.
shot selection. But yeah, he struggled in the regular season, but then towards the end of the season he started to get more consistent, and
I just need to see that consistency for a full year.
Yeah, the consistency is the big thing.
Efficiency
coming
was a
into
little
this
bit
year.
better after his rookie year, but it wasn't as big as a jump as people say.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
If he can be an average 3-point shooter and then just do what he does around the rim, I think he can be a top 10 player
and improve on the free throw shooting.
Just polish his game. Because he's just one of the great.
But that'll come with playing more years in the league.
Kind of just like Demar.
Comes with experience.
He'll be great.
Then at number 16, I got Anthony Davis. I honestly hope he has a good year, just because he was fun to watch. I hate the Lakers. I have to admit that, but he's still fun to watch.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's
when he played last year, he was an awful jump shooter, and
it's because of that wrist injury. Did you not hear what he came out and said? He was pretty much playing with a broken wrist.
Yeah, it was. The Lakers were almost impossible to watch at some points, but just seeing him take those little mid-range pull-ups, it was tough. But I hope we get to see a glimpse of that bubble AD again.
Well, that whole year, even in the beginning, he was tough, man.
The lights are brighter in the playoffs.
It was 1A, 1B with him and Giannis. That's how good he was.
He was that
year.
good. I'll admit that.
They were so similar. It was literally a battle between Anthony Davis and Giannis that year. That was one of my favorite years to watch basketball.
Yeah, just watching the bubble was just fun in general because you got to see so many unlikely stars like T.J. Warren,
Bubble Jordan.
Warren. Yeah, like people that didn't watch that just don't understand. I miss seeing T.J. Warren out there. It's almost kind of comical.
Averaging 37 points a game.
Same with Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell. That was
Dame putting up 50 and stuff.
That Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray series was
awesome.
It was the most fun series I've ever watched. Honestly, it's kind of crazy to think that Game 7, that Game 7 was the final score was 85 to 86.
It was crazy.
And
it was like an 80s game.
Yeah, it was.
When the other ones were almost in the 130 to 127 range.
Yeah. But yeah, I got AD at 16.
All right. I have Donovan Mitchell at 17. This is a good spot for me. And then I have Jimmy Butler at 16. I'm mixing a lot of guys up between 13 and 16 because in my eyes they're all better than each other, and then I'm at the same time I'm I don't think they're better than each other. But
yeah, that's definitely a debatable spot.
I think he should be higher.
I had Jimmy Butler at 13.
I have him.
Yeah, I got
him.
I got Butler a bit higher also.
Same.
I think because of his playoff performance.
He is that team.
Yeah.
His intangibles are what?
Without him.
The new hairdo.
So bad.
I saw that.
And he shaved his face. Oh, God.
So bad.
Get rid of the
dread.
Go back to the Chicago Bulls here. That's my favorite one.
He looked drippy. I got 15. I got Dame. I think Dame's gonna have a bounce back year, and I think the Blazers could make the playoffs. I think it just depends how good Anthony Simons could be as well. If he could really develop to an all-star shooting guard with Dame, it's a great
another C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, I got Dame at 15 also.
So that's all I'm gonna say about him. He's still good. He's a Hall of Famer.
At 15, I got Trey Young. I think Trey Young is gonna.
I think that's a little low.
Low?
I think
really?
Oh yeah, I think it's low.
Little bit.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting to me.
Yes. He is
you guys might not like my top 10.
He's a top 5 offensive engine in the league.
Yeah, offensive creator. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I just think
and then at 14, I got Paul George. I think
that's low too. That might be low.
Really, that's low for me.
For me, that's low too.
The casual fan wouldn't think that's low.
Well, you think I'm a casual?
Maybe.
No.
What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
Well, the thing is about Paul George. I just need to see him play. And the guys I have ahead of him have been healthy and have proven it. Well, besides one, but we'll get to that later. So.
I will say about Paul George.
I was going to say, Paul George is the best shooting guard in the league when healthy.
Yes. He's better than Devin Booker.
Yeah. I just had to look at it.
And okay, I just want to say, remember when Paul George torched you guys in the play-in? He looked amazing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I can see, he looked great.
Yeah, he looked great.
I
remember in 2020, when it was 2021 when it was Mavs versus Clippers, him and Kawhi going back. That was one of my favorite series to watch.
That was
so
insane.
Awesome.
Both of those,
dude, they were scoring 35 points a game.
Even the bubble series when they played Luka.
Yeah.
Like that, what was it, the game winner that Luka hit over Kawhi, or Paul George or whatever?
Did Devin Booker remember he hit that one over Paul George too?
That double.
That was
tougher.
iconic.
That one was tough.
Oh, yeah,
he's just laying on the ground.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, Paul George's.
I got him higher than that.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I just think he's one of the most skilled players in the NBA.
I think we'll end up rounding back to Paul George in a bit, but so at number 14, I actually have Ja here. I have him a bit higher just because his production last year was insane. I have to admit, He's such an incredible athlete. Obviously, you'd like to see the defense improve a bit, but his jump shooting got more consistent last year. Just his finishing around the rim is like
top tier. I was gonna say
next to few, basically.
He's got it all, though.
Especially as a guard, he's the best finishing guard in the league.
Yeah, that's why. That's
Kyrie's
why
close, but yeah.
That's why
Just Ja's athleticism separates him from Kyrie.
Exactly.
Because like
Kyrie will go up and under, but Ja Morant will just dunk on you.
Or he can just like float and then like,
yeah. And
he
then
just does everything.
I forgot to talk about Dame a bit. I love Dame.
Dude.
I think he'll be healthy this year. I think that core just bugged him at the beginning of the year, and they just shut him down.
What did you have Dame at?
I had him right below. I had him at 15, right below.
That's a good spot. I have
right
it
below
15
Ja.
too.
I have Dame high.
I think that's far. I think he's a Hall of Famer, first of all.
Because I think Ja, Dame, and Kyrie, you can interchange them.
Yeah. I think Dame's better than Ja.
4 through 6, but they're all great athletes. But yeah, so that's my 14 and 15.
I have Kyrie at 15 and Dame at 14.
Okay.
That's good. That's what I said. I have Kyrie at 14. That's we already talked about him, but I want to say I have Devin Booker at 13. I think he's
me too.
Arguably the
that's
best.
where I have him too.
Arguably the best shooting guard in the league. But
I think I'm taking Jimmy Butler over him just because.
I have Jimmy Butler over him.
I had Jimmy Butler over him, but I thought I had Devin Booker way too low. I had him at 17.
You put Jimmy Butler on the Suns, they're winning the ring this year.
Because I got.
That's the problem, though. If you put Jimmy Butler on the Suns, I don't think they have enough shot creation. Who
can create his own shot? He scored like 50 against the Celtics.
He's not a great half court shooter like we mentioned.
Okay, his
before.
mid range is top 5.
Okay, his mid range is really good, but
but the Suns have shooters all around him,
That's
and you
the
have
thing.
Chris
You have
Paul.
Cam Johnson.
You have one of the best.
Mikal Bridges.
You have Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and Cameron Payne, all guys that I think they'd be great.
I don't know.
They would be better.
Yes.
And you wouldn't have to worry about Devin Booker's defense.
Yeah,
I think they're better with Devin Booker.
I don't.
I think it's a better.
so.
I honestly think it's a better system for it.
I don't think so.
Okay, so at 13 I got Book, and then at 12 I got Butler. Butler's better. I
Butler
think
is better.
Besides scoring the basketball, I think Jimmy Butler is a better mid-range shooter than him. He's
Yes.
a better finisher at the rim. He's a better rebounder. He's a better passer. He's a better defender, and he's a better teammate.
And he hustles more.
Yeah.
And I think that he has so much more tangibles than Devin Booker to win a ring. And I think that
The
the
effort
only-
that Jimmy Butler
Yeah.
plays with, you cannot teach.
the only thing Devin Booker is better at is three-point shooting.
Yeah.
So
I think he's a better mid range shooter than Butler.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Butler-
Some of the mid range
finals.
shots that he hits are insane.
Well, you're right, but so was Jimmy Butler.
I'm not saying he's a bad shooter either, but I think Devin Booker is a better scorer all around.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Even his finishing is
But who scores more in the
underrated.
playoffs than Jimmy Butler?
Devin Booker had some insane games in the playoffs. Also.
Yeah, but Devin Booker also had those games where he wasn't there. He
Yeah.
was nowhere to be seen.
That's true.
Like in the finals against Giannis, it was like
Yeah. I'm going to take Book over, but I'm not mad if you take Butler. But so then at 13, I have Butler, and then at 12, I have Trey Young. So Jimmy Butler, we touched on it. He's a dog. The effort is almost unmatchable. Like Giannis is probably the only other person that has maybe better effort. Maybe Kawhi.
Maybe Patrick Beverly.
But
the GOAT.
yeah, but then Trey Young, he would definitely be higher if he wasn't such a liability on defense. But he's still so good on offense.
He's creating 45, 50 points a game because he's scoring 30 and then he's assisting on 10. You know what I mean?
When you talk about being an offense, he is.
Yes,
He is the definition of an offensive threat.
If you take him off that team, they're not
Bottom
good.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like DeJounte Murray's good, but he's not going to.
Well, yeah, no, they wouldn't be top 5. They wouldn't be bottom 5.
They'd be.
I forget about DeJounte
They'd
Murray.
be.
But they wouldn't be
play-in.
good, yeah.
They'd be a play-in.
They'd be-
I don't even think they'd be playing.
They'd be around there.
They'd be around there, yeah. I'd be like-
Bottom 5 would be. Oh, bottom 5. That'd be bottom 10 if
Bottom
they
10,
wanted to
yeah.
play in. But yeah. So
Yeah,
that's why I have at 13 and 12.
I had D-Book at 13, and then I have the greatest basketball player of all time, Ja, at 12.
He's not better. He's not better than
I'm a Grizzlies
Booker.
fan. I love Ja. I'm putting him at 12.
That's bad.
How is he better than Devin Booker?
He just is. Devin Booker's mid. I don't like Devin Booker.
Have you watched him? He's awesome. I love Devin Booker.
He's so,
Besides
he
Steve-
has such a smooth game.
I don't know. I prefer driving guards. I don't.
That just doesn't work in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, but
Like, it does, but it doesn't at the same time.
that's why I like Ant so much.
But Booker's a better player than Ja Morant right now.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm putting Ja with him. I like him. This is projections.
Yeah, so since it's projections, you're not necessarily wrong, but you might look like a fool at the end of the season.
Yeah. All right, Carter.
I love Joe.
I got Jason Tatum at 12.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, listen.
Y'all hating
listen.
on
I don't hate
JT,
Jason
man.
That's not too far.
I think he's really good, but all these guys I think are better than him. I'm looking at it's crazy. He's like this. I think 12 on is really close, but I think Jason Tatum.
I think when you get into that 6 to 10 range, it's really close between all my guys.
Jason Tatum has kept improving, but I think
I don't know, man.
I'm just not a Tatum fan.
I'm not either. I don't like him. I don't like him, but he's
really good. He is really good.
his defense is almost
probably
underrated. at
He's
this
probably the
point.
biggest Tatum hater out of all of us.
Tatum is improving.
but
The turnover thing, he is getting double teamed.
But
just like every other superstar. So
but
that's the
at 11, I have Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard's a dog.
he's a dog.
I think he's better than most of these guys. I think the only guy I might take over him would be Jimmy Butler. I think they're really interchangeable.
Jimmy Butler, Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Dame has just been on a bad team for his whole career.
It's gonna get spicy.
Exactly.
It's gonna get spicy.
All right, I'll start off. I'm gonna do my 10 real quick.
All right.
When healthy, Anthony Davis. I got Anthony Davis at 10. Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine
with that.
I don't hate
I
it.
thought you were gonna put it like 5 or something. I was gonna be mad at you.
No,
I was gonna
but
be mad at you because you're like, I'm gonna put 80 somewhere on here.
I don't hate that.
I mean, if he's 2020 AD,
Well,
he's like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, when healthy, this is my hot take. When healthy, he's better than Jokic. He's better than Embiid.
No,
Yes,
no,
he's better than both of them.
No, maybe Embiid, not Jokic.
And he's better than Kawhi Leonard when fully healthy. 2020, he's better than Kawhi
That was
Leonard.
tough, but
Do you think he's better than 2019 Kawhi?
No,
no.
because AD wouldn't have led them to a championship.
No. Jokic though, I
AD
can't say that.
is the highest end of a number 2 option you will ever get.
Well, that's the best superstar player I've ever seen.
I think that would be a good debate because like you obviously have Kyrie, Dwayne Wade, even like
I don't know, man. Because when LeBron got there, D Wade wasn't D Wade. You know what I mean? It wasn't 07 D Wade.
he was nearing the end of his prime, but I would say
He's
he's
still really
still
good.
in his prime.
Yeah, he was still really good.
The knees weren't like
I don't know, man. For 1 year, 2020 AD, I'd take over all of LeBron's teammates.
That is close.
Because of the defense and just, you know what I mean? Him and LeBron complement each other so well.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
all right.
I think we might see the best number 2 ever this year in Kyrie on the Nets, honestly, because what he did when KD was out was insane.
The best number 2 ever?
We might see that. He was almost averaging 30 at one point.
He was going off.
He was
going off.
He had multiple 50-point games and he only played 30 games.
He was going off.
Sometimes, man.
Just you wait.
2016 Kyrie is way better than Kyrie now.
Way better?
I don't know about that.
Better?
Come on, man. He was
he was
outplaying Steph Curry.
He was
when
playing
Steph
with-
Curry was at his best.
He was still playing with LeBron James. So what do you mean? LeBron was like...
See that man
10
right there on
times
that
the best.
poster? That's the reason he has a
Yeah.
ring. That's the reason he has a ring.
Finally, somebody can actually say that. Kyrie saved LeBron's career.
But okay, so at number 11, I got D-Book. I might have him a bit higher than some people. I just think his offense, his offense is. This is a big cliche, but magical in a way. Some of his shooting,
Smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth. He makes some tough shots, like some of the off-ball screens that he comes off of are.
He hits like
some
a
of the
mid-range,
shots that he
it's so
hits.
nice.
Yeah,
My dad.
it's just insane.
So
The defense, though...
Then
defense is a little sus.
it could honestly be worse. Like
It could.
It could be like Trey Young.
yeah.
Or
We can't hold that against Trey Young too much because
He's like one of the smallest.
He's like a
players.
stick out there.
Yeah, he gets a crazy block. And then
Yeah, but he lets his guy blow by him and he tries to get a block. 90% of the time
He
he's
fails.
fouling them.
Nope, he's great.
Then at numbers
You guys just diss him.
get into my top 10. I got Jason Tatum. I think this is a fair spot for him
I think it's
because he's obviously really good, but I don't think he's better than the people. He might be better than like one more person on this list, but it wouldn't be by much if it is.
Yeah.
But the defense is underrated at this point. Great shooter from all three levels.
I don't think he's a great 3-point shooter.
He's pretty good.
Some of the shots that
he's not great.
He's
not great.
above average.
Yeah, he's not great,
But he's not great.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good, yeah. I'll say he's good.
Okay, good. He's good from everywhere on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I got.
I had Trey at 11, and then I had Tatum and him at 10.
I got Paul George at 11.
So you got a 10.
Trey Young. I got Trey Young
In the top 10? I don't know,
I
man.
think he's a top 5 offensive player, and I think the Hawks could make some noise in the playoffs. I'm going with it. I think that you look at their starting lineup; it's very solid.
There's like 6 teams in the East that could go all the way.
I think the Hawks could be like the 8 seed, but they could be like the 3 seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
with DeJounte Murray can keep improving. If DeAndre Hunter can keep improving, John Collins, it's a solid start. That's a very good starting lineup.
With everything happening with the Celtics, it just seems like everything's so wide open.
Yeah.
So. The thing with me is, I would put the Bucks at number 1 in the East, but they haven't been healthy the last few years.
But still, you still have the best player in the league. Spoiler, but
Chris Middleton's a great 2 option.
Yeah, the fish. All right, so at number 9, I have Jason Tatum, which I mean, I think he could bounce up to like 6, but
he couldn't.
I don't know.
Could be just the same guy.
I don't like Jason Tatum, but he's a great basketball player.
I don't see him
getting... I don't like his game. I didn't like him when he was at Duke, but,
I don't see him getting into my top 6.
I think he might be one of those guys that's just what he is right now.
Yeah.
Which
is
really
not
good.
Bad. It's really, he's a superstar.
He can lead a team to the finals.
I don't think the gap between him and Luka Doncic is that big. I really don't. People like you overrate Luka Doncic so much.
That's what Tatum plays defense. How does Luka play defense?
And then at number...
that means he's 6'8", that means he's good. You told me that one time. Because he's tall, he's good.
But at number 8, I got Kawhi Leonard.
You know you said that one time too, bro. This guy.
At 8, I got Kawhi.
That's low, man. That's low.
I don't think it's low just because of the fact that we haven't seen him.
He looks jacked, though. You see him?
Well, yeah, we've said that about other players like Zion, and then
but I think Kawhi's good on
3 million pounds.
Well, I mean, Boardman gets paid.
Kawhi's good on with this.
You see that in the NFL all the time. People get huge.
So
Lamar got big.
At my number 9, I have Kawhi Leonard.
He got huge.
9, you got Kawhi?
At 9, I have Kawhi. So that might be a little bit low, but I personally think the 8 people above him are better at this moment, and that will be better at the end of the year.
So you think Kawhi couldn't climb up?
I think he can, but this is where I think he'll finish.
Okay.
So I have Kawhi at 9. He's insane. Great defender. Probably top 5 perimeter defender in the league. And
ever. He could be up there. I think he's a top 10 defender ever on the perimeter. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then at number 8, I have his teammate, Paul George.
8?
I don't think that's bad. That's not bad.
Oh, my God.
Not bad.
He's not better than Kawhi.
Paul George is an MVP candidate.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that's not bad.
I think the same 2 players. I have 9 and Kawhi at 8.
I don't think that's bad.
That's good.
Paul George.
You should have switched him like he did, but you did good.
I think Paul George.
I can't. Like you guys said, Paul George is so dominant, but I can't put him above Kawhi.
No. Paul George is a better defender than Jason Tatum.
Well, he is okay. Yeah,
he's better on offense.
Paul
than
George is
Kawhi
better
Leonard.
than Jason Tatum. I'll say that.
Yeah, he was an MVP candidate. 2 years ago on the Thunder?
Okay. If we're gonna play that game, Kawhi Leonard in 2019 was so much better than Paul George as an MVP candidate. What was Paul George going to lead them to a championship? The Raptors?
No.
Then he's not there.
Okay, that's 4 years ago.
You're saying the same thing. That's the same logic that you are using.
I'm just bringing it up. I'm not saying that's why.
Okay. You are just using the exact same logic that I use, and you're like, that's not the same. That's not the same.
I'm not saying that's why he's my number 8. Or
he's not better than Kawhi Leonard, and he never has been.
I think he is better than Kawhi Leonard.
I don't think so.
Oh my God, man!
All right, what's your 9 Kobe?
I got Jimmy Butler at 9.
Okay.
Call me crazy, bro, but he literally brings it every freaking night, man.
Yeah.
Like you guys can't say that's wrong, and he always steps up. He scores in the playoffs.
Yeah. He always steps it up to a level that not a lot of guys can.
And like he's literally, I think he's the only player in the NBA that you're like, if someone's like he doesn't have a ring, but like people are like, he deserves a ring. He's been so close, but he just doesn't have the teammates. Okay, number 8 though, I got LeBron James.
Oh my God.
I got LeBron James at 8 because. Oh man.
You guys, man.
I
hate
he
you
couldn't
guys.
lead his
We
team to
both
the
have him at
play-in, bro.
7,
He
so.
couldn't lead his team to the play-in, man. Over the Spurs. Over the Spurs.
He wasn't healthy.
Yeah, he kind of was. Okay, he sits
His
out.
team sucks.
He sits out for 5 games because he's dinged.
I hate you guys.
Okay, Luka would have led him to the play-in at least. If they switched, Luka would have led him to the play-in. And they would
Not
have
with that
probably
team.
won.
No.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I have LeBron James 8. He could climb up.
He's still great, but
He still is great. I got him at number 8, fellas.
all right, who's your
808,
7?
top 5.
Who's your 7?
Number 7, I got Luka Doncic. I don't like Luka Doncic that much because of him. Because you overrate him.
Okay.
You
Like,
can't
so
guard
much.
Jack.
He can't play defense.
Okay.
LeBron James is a better defender than him.
Okay.
I don't know. LeBron kind of lets guys go by him.
But so does Luka.
No,
Luka's no
Luka
better.
is horrible on defense. He's not average like he used to say. He's average. He's bad. Okay,
And I don't think he's. I think he's an average 3-point shooter. I don't think he's that good. People overrate his
he shoots like
3-point
25 shots a game. I'm sorry. I
He
have Luka
shoot-
at 7. I have Luka at 7
Yeah.
too. I don't think he's like.
I don't think he's.
amazing.
I don't think he's going to get any better than what he is right
He's
now.
a generational talent. He's a generational talent. He's arguably the best point guard in the league. He's
Yeah.
great.
That's not.
But the Mavs
Steph Curry
offense,
is better.
but the Mavs offense, he comes down, does his little dribble between his legs.
In the Mavs offense, anybody can average that many. A lot of guys can average that many points a game.
Dwight Powell comes and screens, and then he does his little.
He's not efficient. You can't tell me Luka Doncic
He's
is
not.
efficient.
He's not inefficient though.
He's inefficient
He's
from
average.
the 3-point
He's
line.
average at best.
Okay,
And he's not a very good free throw shooter.
He's average at best efficiency-wise, and you know that.
Okay,
stop
but-
trying to say
Not-
he's efficient.
Not anybody
No,
can
he's not.
come into that offense and do what he does.
Well, yeah.
I bet I can name you 10 guys who could.
Okay, maybe 10.
Okay, you put Kyrie in that offense, he'd do.
Kyrie would do the same
He'd
thing.
do amazing.
Okay, you can put Kyrie.
Look at Jalen Brunson.
Devin Booker, Paul George, Trey Young, Demar Derozan,
I bet Darius Garland would kill in that offense.
James Harden,
Anybody.
Zion Williamson.
Okay, that's different. It's not even close to the same player.
Could be.
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh,
Sometimes-
Luka beats a chunky.
Yeah.
I think he's over. He might be the most overrated player too. He might be more
Him
overrated
and
than
Ja, man,
Might
it's
be-
like right there.
It's
Like
close.
Luka Doncic is amazing,
He is.
but
Okay, I think Luka's going to be a top 5 player at the end.
But people act like he's like the best player in the league. I've seen people put him like number 3.
I've seen people put him over Steph Curry as a better player.
That's insane.
Three is a bit absurd.
Remember? Oh, he said that. Remember?
Yeah, you said that he was a better player than Steph Curry.
Okay, that was in the middle of the playoffs after they beat the Suns.
No, that was before. And then
No,
I was
I
like,
remember that. That was after they
then after the Warriors, when
That
you're
was
like,
the day after they won. You're like, well, they have a chance against the Warriors. I do remember that. That was
I think
All right.
Luka sounds like a good
all right,
spot.
7.
Okay,
You're
well,
7.
I got
Luka, right?
I have LeBron at 7.
I do too.
I think
Overrated.
I don't think he's overrated, honestly,
I don't either.
because I don't think anybody's discrediting him, because everybody knows he has an awful team, and
People discredit him
hopefully
every day.
No.
no,
No.
hopefully he gets a healthy AD back, so then he can be a first round exit again.
Yeah, the rest of the roster is too. It's just not going to happen.
For me to see them as a championship contender, I mean, I think that they're they're almost a championship contender with both those guys just healthy. But like, if we made the trade for Russell Westbrook, 2 first-round picks for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, they'd be my.
But why
my
would the
championship
Pacers do
contender.
that?
I don't know. To let Halliburton run.
He's running anyways. They have him. He's already got the raise.
Well, the Pacers said they would do that deal, but the Lakers aren't doing it. The Lakers only want to give up one first.
Dude, if I was the Lakers GM, bro, we'd be the best team ever. Come on now.
That's pretty.
Westbrook would be out of there.
Yeah, be an all-star in Indiana.
No.
But
He'll never be an all.
He would
Yeah.
suck in Indiana too.
number 6, I got Joel Embiid.
That's where I got
I
Embiid
have
as
that
well.
too.
I think that is a fair spot for him. I
I don't think Joel Embiid's going to get any better.
I think you can put him in the top 5,
You could.
but
He just averaged 30.
he's like,
What?
I don't know how much he can get better, but
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like he can't be that number 1 guy either. It's
Well, he is.
confusing.
I think he's a lower end number 1 guy. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? I don't think
I don't know about that. Like,
I think anybody.
he's not a high-end number one.
I think
guy.
anybody in the top 10 is a number one guy.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a amazing number one.
I think he can be a top 3 player in the league, but I don't know how much better he can get. Like,
I don't think
he's put up the numbers.
He just hasn't been able to stay on the floor too much. I mean, he
playoffs,
struggled with it.
He
Yeah,
can't stay on the floor in the playoffs. And,
like, if he can prove himself in the playoffs, I think he is a top 3 player. Like,
no, I think that's fair.
If they get to the conference finals, I would put him in the top 3.
It's a fair take. But
I don't know.
I think the Sixers are kind of overrated.
I haven't beat it 6.
I haven't beat it 6.
Okay,
You
I
haven't
got
beat it 6?
yeah, and then
I'm
I'm
gonna go to 5.
gonna move on. I got KD at 5.
Me too.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's better than I don't think he's better than Jokic. I don't think he's better than Curry. I don't think he's better than any of those guys. I mean, KD's KD. He's not going to get any better. He's just the only place that KD can go is just down. But I just don't see his game, just the way he plays basketball. I mean, he just got to be able to stay on the floor.
I can honestly see him going up, but that's with team success.
Yeah.
So if
That's the same thing with all these
I think that
guys.
Nets roster is underrated. They have some really good players
yeah,
on the roster.
they made
TJ Warren could be healthy too.
They made some underrated changes. I think they also made some dumb ones, like giving a first for Royce O'Neal. I don't think they should have done that.
I think
they
coaching.
addressed the
I think
need.
coaching is going to be their problem. I don't think
I
Steve
agree.
Nash is a good coach.
I think they addressed the need with Royce O'Neal, but I think they could have done something better with that first round.
They have a really good start. I think they have a pretty good starting lineup. Though,
Yeah,
so.
if TJ Warren can be healthy, it could be even better. Like, give him a third scorer.
Yeah.
But all right, well, who do you got? You all got KD at 5.
I got
I have
KD at 5.
Luke at 5.
I got Luka at 5.
That's so high, guys.
I mean, seeing what he did in the playoffs, I think. Seeing what he did in the playoffs, I think it is fair to put him at number 5.
Yeah.
After taking the
Jalen Brunson broke out in the playoffs. That helped.
Okay, that did.
And the
I'm
Suns
I'm not
sucked.
discrediting that. The Suns don't.
Chris Paul
suck.
stopped
They
trying.
sucked
Okay,
in
can I say
the
something real quick?
playoffs.
You shut up real quick. Listen. Did you realize in the first 2 games of that series, did you notice that Devin Booker and Chris Paul were going after Luka?
Yes.
Why did they stop doing that? That's the last question. I know you're.
Maybe
Is that me? I thought like Chris Paul stopped trying to do that.
I think that is honestly coaching.
'Cause
That is a game
that
plan.
worked. I think Luka's defense is going to cost him a championship someday. I really
Yeah.
think so. Same with Trey.
I don't think.
I
I
think that's
don't. I
fair
don't
assessment.
think. Right now, I don't think Luka could lead them to a championship.
Well,
I don't.
Right. Well, the Mavs roster is not.
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
I think letting go of Jalen Brunson was a big mistake.
Yeah.
And Christian Wood, people are.
Christian Wood. I don't think Christian
not
Wood
that
is
good.
Christian Wood's overrated.
So is Luka.
He is overrated.
Okay, they did
Very
address
good.
they did address the hole of getting a 6-man, but it's not going to fill in what Brunson did. They're going to need a guy like Josh Green to step up into a role like that.
He won't.
But that's
he
what
hasn't.
That's what we said about Brunson 2 years ago. Like nobody knew about it. Like he was just a bench point guard.
Yeah, but he's just been getting better, better.
Yeah,
We'll see.
There's some guys that could take that step. We just
I
don't
can't
know.
with this Luka stuff. Dude.
I can't either.
I don't know. For me, I'd say Luka's kind of like.
Luka's not going to get any better. For
Luka's
me,
like- Luka's
He's
like
only
the-
23.
I
can get better.
I
That's what I
think he
think.
could improve his defense and get better.
I don't think his deep. He can't move very well laterally at all.
I mean,
okay. What is he going to improve on? Besides,
He's young enough to improve.
he'll get
on Tyler.
smarter. I think his playmaking is overrated.
yes,
I-
Trey Young's a better playmaker. Than
I think he can get quicker, and I
He
think he
can.
can be lighter on his feet and be a better defender.
he can't be.
He can be a more efficient
That's-
defender.
yeah, that's-
I don't think even at his best he won't be average at even at best.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he can be an average defender.
No,
is what I'm
I
trying to
don't.
like see like what's your definition of like defense at this point? Like
say. Like,
could he like actually guard another good
is your
guard?
Not being a liability.
is your defensive average? The half about Tannehill. I say he's average.
well,
Yeah.
Is that your defensive Lucas?
so I'm trying to think. Like obviously, not getting torched is mostly what.
Yeah.
He
Not
does
being
get torched.
not being a liability.
He's a liability.
I agree. I think he was a liability. Just, I think he can become a better defender.
He can't become a
But
better
he's
defender.
not going to hold a dude like
Yeah.
Curry to.
He's not going to be guarding Curry's thing.
Okay, he can't guard Jordan Poole either.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole would cook him.
Okay.
Jordan Poole did cook him.
Yes.
Hey, those are good offensive players. I don't think he can cover them.
Okay, could he even guard like he can't even guard like Anthony Simons, bro. He can't guard anybody.
Not right now, but I believe he can. Become,
Never.
Right now.
I believe he can become a solid defender.
Solid? Solid.
That's outlandish.
Solid is way better than average.
Okay, average. Average defender.
All right, let's move on. We can't.
4.
Jokic.
Oh, wow.
I have KD at 4.
Jokic at 4.
That's an element.
Back-to-back MVPs. He's the 4th best player in the league.
Yeah, they're like Steve Nash's MVPs.
How?
Jokic has
Overrated
Jokic-
MVP.
Who did Jokic have on his team?
I said that and they called me dumb.
Jokic would have led the Lakers to a 6 seed just like he did the Nuggets. Who else did he have on that Nuggets team?
When I watch Jokic, I know I'm kind of like I'm a casual basketball fan, but like he doesn't like I don't go wow that was so awesome like
He does to me if you're a true basketball fan.
Well, he's an amazing passer, but
Yeah.
Who should have won the MVPs over him?
LeBron.
Embiid?
in 2021, so the first MVP, Giannis.
No. He was better than Giannis that year.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
Last year, if Embiid stayed healthy, Embiid would have won it.
Jokic led the Nuggets to the 3rd seed without Jamal Murray.
And Michael Porter Jr. is not a 3 seed difference.
No.
In my opinion.
He's not.
He gives spacing compared to Will Barton. Like
And Jokic's defense has improved a lot.
Well, let me say this. Jokic's MVPs were a lot more impressive than Steve Nash's.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm using the comparison.
That's what you're saying. I would say that like Jokic did deserve it last year, but he definitely deserved it the first year because just the way like the Nuggets were the 6th seed, and it's like, yeah, he's great, but
I don't know, man.
I think Embiid should have won it.
As a 6th seed getting the MVP, I don't.
Yeah,
I mean Westbrook did it.
he was averaging
Lot
triple
different.
double.
Lot different
It
situation.
was a lot different. He was
He lost his.
dominating on
He
an awful
lost
team.
his awful. And 6th seed is awful. He lost his best player.
What's-
Kevin
yes,
Durant?
Yes. I'm saying if that team did
And
not
he
have
was
that
the
player-
first person in 45 years to average a triple double.
Okay, Jokic is averaging what? 28.
But this was no.
8,
No. This was before a triple double was impressive.
Well, he made it impressive.
Yes, and he did it every.
Jokic has like
game.
the best offensive seasons ever. His analytics are insane.
He's so efficient.
He's literally like the perfect basketball player for me. Besides, the athleticism. If he was more athletic, then
You run.
he can shoot every shot. He can literally shoot every shot on the basketball court.
Any team would run an offense through.
Well, yeah.
Any team.
Well, obviously.
No, with every other player, they would run an offense through Jokic. If you just put him on that team. If he's on the Warriors, they're running an offense through him because he's getting Curry open.
Yeah. Well, if Jokic and Curry are the same team, they would.
That would be a
75 games.
fun team to watch.
That'd be awesome. I would watch it.
Jokic is the best player in the NBA. And
Oh, that's good.
He has a legitimate.
Oh my! You did not just say that.
He has a legit.
He's the best player in the league.
Yes.
Not bad.
No,
That's not bad.
that's awful.
It's not.
I cannot speak to you anymore. That is awful.
He has the most legitimate chance to get to 3-peat on an MVP.
Oh my
since
god.
That's not bad.
Oh my
I'm sorry, bro.
God.
I can't agree with you. That's bad.
Their team is.
He's
Gonna,
not better than Giannis. He's not better than Curry.
Their team is going to win 55 plus games. He's going to average 28 plus points. He's going to average 8 plus
And
assists.
do what in the playoffs?
7
Lose in the second round.
They're going to go to the finals.
No, they're not. Oh my
They
god.
could. That Nuggets team is good. That Nuggets team is loaded this year.
They're not better than the Warriors.
That team is built.
They're
for
not
right
better
now.
than the Suns.
Yeah, they are. They're better than the Suns.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. They are better than the Phoenix Suns. If Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Bones Highland, KCP, that's a great starting
Aaron
lineup.
Gordon.
That's a great starting lineup.
Like
Man.
That team is better than the Suns.
Jokic is the most valuable player in the league.
Amen, brother. No, I think Giannis is better.
He's not on that team. They are worse than your Lakers.
I cannot speak to you.
That's not
Giannis
bad.
is the most valuable player in the league. Take him off the Bucks. They're awful.
No, they have 2 other All-Stars.
They would not be awful.
They would not be awful.
They would not be awful.
Okay, I'm moving on. I cannot speak
No,
to you
that's
anymore.
why.
At number 3.
You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong.
No, I'm not.
You're in the wrong.
No, I'm not.
That's Chase down.
Alright, 3.
Number 3, I have Curry.
I have Jokic at 3.
I have Jokic at 3 also. Jokic is literally like the thing with Jokic is just once he makes it to like the final, I think he makes it.
You got 3, Nate.
He could make it to the
Steph
finals.
Curry.
Oh, yeah. Then who's your 2?
LeBron James. I don't care.
I'm not talking
And at
to you.
number 1, I have Giannis.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I have Curry too, Giannis.
Can I punt the microphone?
I'm not talking to
Can
you
I
anymore.
punt you in the
That's
nuts?
worse. That's worse.
No,
than him. That's
LeBron.
worse
I don't
than
think
him.
LeBron's top 5.
The only interchangeable thing is I think LeBron and Curry are interchangeable. I think Curry. I think Curry.
I
was
would
better
have
than last year.
If you put him at 4, I would have been like, okay.
I just don't.
So you think LeBron's better than Jokic?
I do.
No.
I really
In
do.
what world? 10 years ago. 2016. 2018. What was the last time? Last time LeBron
2020.
was better?
Don't you even? That's not even debatable.
What?
2020 LeBron.
Was that before Jokic's MVP, like the bubble?
No.
Bubble LeBron was better than him.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jokic.
I'll say back then in bubble, yeah, I'd say.
For
2 years, Jokic might be better,
think
though.
people underrate LeBron.
No,
But we're talking about LeBron now. Yeah, okay, that's 2020 LeBron.
I'm taking LeBron now.
Bro dribbles like a 60 overall center in 2K.
Can I have my opinion?
Bro,
Yes.
you're saying his is wrong, but like
Is it
yours might
wrong?
be worse.
Yes.
Yours might be worse.
Your opinion is wrong.
Yours might be worse
Jokic
than
is
his.
the best player in the NBA.
That's better than LeBron being number 2. I'll say that.
I don't think Jokic is the best player, but
How could a number 2?
Jokic isn't close to being better than Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis
he's
is
close.
the unanimous best player in the league.
He is.
And he has been for the past 2 years.
I agree with that.
Jokic
But-
is close though.
But
No.
He's close. But Giannis is like here. Giannis is tier. King.
Jokic is awful on defense.
He's not awful.
not.
He's not awful. Look at the.
You think Giannis is more valuable than Jokic?
Yes.
Then why weren't they the 1 seed? That team without
Why weren't the Nuggets?
because their team is awful.
Who's on their team?
I'm done.
No, your take is worse, bro.
Giannis won. Can we mutually agree with that?
Yeah, I think Giannis is the best player in the league.
I'm not saying that's a bad take. I'm
I
saying
definitely-
I think your take is better than his.
Well, we all have LeBron.
How could
below
LeBron not
fi-
lead us
We
to the
all have
play-in?
LeBron below 6, and you haven't been 2.
hate you guys.
No, how can he not lead his team to the play-in, bro?
Did you call it?
No.
No.
No, he's just mad.
So he put LeBron at
crying.
2.
3.
You said
put him at 2.
You
I
said
said him and
2.
Curry are 1A and 1B.
How is Curry not better?
Or 2A.
Here, what?
Yeah.
How is Curry not better?
Stanley Johnson, where are you?
The Lakers were bad.
All right.
Oh my god, Jokic, he's better than Giannis. He's better than Curry.
He might be, man.
Better than LeBron James.
He is.
Okay, I think we're just.
We'll wrap it up.
I think we're just gonna wrap
next week.
I think we're
These
just gonna wrap
takes are
this
gonna
up
get you beat.
here. Okay, have a nice day. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Both the videos are up here. Subscribe. Follow the TikTok. We'll see y'all next week.
All right.